Hello, hello.
Bonjour, jeune homme.
Welcome everyone. Hello, Neko.
Pourquoi je suis en train de parler de français? Je ne sais pas.
You're speaking to yourself because I cannot understand anything you say.
Non, 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 non. Je suis en train de parler de français.
So, tonight we are playing Broken Sword 3, The Sleeping Dragon. It's part 3 of our adventure with this game because we have an adventure with every game we play.
but Clement, do you notice something? Something we talked about yesterday. My headset mic is down, and you can still hear me. What's going on?
Yeah, man, you have a very nice microphone. It's a blue eyes, no?
Close, Yeti.
Okay, Yeti.
The snowball didn't have a high enough stand for my height. I'm like 1 meter 85, and if I'm sitting down, the snowball would come to here. And then
I cannot hear you now, man. You are
I was making a point.
okay. um, well, if you didn't see our stream yesterday, we recommend you to try a point and click. And of course, if you have a Switch, it's called Another Code. We are streaming that game midweek every week, and we really enjoy it until now. We had 2 streams with it, and it's really nice. I'm saying this because if you like Broken Sword, you'll like that one also. And
yeah, you were about to say?
no, continue. No problem.
Well, we did a little other teaser yesterday, and I have some more news about that. So, for the people who don't know, or can't bloody read underneath my YouTube handle here, I have been a hobbyist game blogger for close to 15 years now. Well, 12 years in English and 3 years in a personal Dutch blog, but that's totally besides the point. Yesterday, I kind of teased that a developer reached out to me where he did a Kickstarter. I promoted it when I still promoted Kickstarters, and he has a playable demo now, only for Kickstarter backers and press. I talked to the dude and I suggested, what if Clamet and I played it on stream? Guess what? Compared to yesterday, he not only agreed to do that, but he is also willing to come on stream with us.
That's really nice. We need to decide when we'll do this, and we'll announce it on our Discord and on YouTube. Also, it's point and click, which I've seen was backed since 2017.
Yeah, it's insane. It's done by one person, I think so, or one person and some help from others. But it's created by a French dude, so that's very interesting. It's gonna be a cyberpunk point and click.
Yeah. If you have any links, you can leave on the chat for the viewers. And
I will.
Now we'll go
meanwhile, I give you a smooth transition to the game.
To the game, yeah. The Broken Sword, the Sleeping Dragon. I remember that we finished a puzzle last time, so we should start fresh somehow. Okay.
I will leave the link to the Kickstarter in the chat.
which is not available. I mean, it's not enabled anymore. It's finished.
Exactly. But there is a trailer on that Kickstarter if you're interested.
Okay, now with broken sword, let's see. We just finished this puzzle and we need to go to the next room, if I remember correctly. I'm
Yes.
playing on a PC, on my retro PC, as a matter of fact. And I know some of you like this kind of things. I will tell you a bit about the configuration. It's an i7 990 Extreme processor with 6 cores, 12 threads, and a 2080 Ti on my retro PC.
You call
And
that retro?
yeah, because I'm using it for old games also, and I have a CRT hooked to it. And,
Don't make me go to my basement to get my Windows 98 PC.
And also we have, I guess, 18 gigabytes of RAM because triple channel, man. It was the
Why
time.
such an odd configuration?
That's why, because it was
18?
the first i7 generation, and they work with triple channel memory. So I have 3 sticks of 6 gigabyte of RAM. It's an amazing computer for retro nowadays. My
Obviously, yeah.
personal opinion after using it for 2-3 years since I upgraded the main computer.
What
And-
I usually love to do for retro computers is just go to schools and pick up their old stuff. And that way I had sadly broke this year, but had a Windows 98 computer with a Pentium 3 of 800 megahertz. Yes, megahertz. And 265 megs of RAM. That fucker was running Windows 7.
Oh my god. I don't know how they managed to install it. Probably they had a better configuration and downgraded after installing it. Something
Most
like
likely.
Anyway, I have other retro computers, but not in this location, which are much older. But this is the main retro computer, and I'm playing the most of the games you see on stream. And because it's so powerful, we are playing in a close to 4K resolution now. This old game, natively, I mean. Of course, because it's 4x3, it's somewhere around 288 or 2800 by 1600.
2160 60 FPS
it's more.
is on stream.
No, that's
Possible.
the total resolution, which includes our section. So the game is running in a smaller resolution, of course, because it's 4x3.
Now, everybody notice how even with a computer master's degree, somebody doesn't know how screen resolutions work. I studied computer science for 5 bloody years while working a full-time job as well, and I still don't get resolutions.
Okay, I remember we looked a bit here. Okay, so we need to connect this ones, I guess.
I love these kind of puzzles.
Grasping the ring at the bottom of the pole, I was able to turn the crystal through 90-degree increments.
Okay. Not good.
You know, one time a developer, Dragus Games, asked me to review a puzzle game just with these kind of puzzles.
These are Tomb Raider.
Crystal deflected the energy beam
kind of puzzles, I would say. I remember even
Yeah.
in Soul River, we had some puzzles like this. So are a bit odd for a
Hold
Broken
on, hold
Sword
on.
game.
I recently purchased a game on Steam that was on a heavy discount that's very similar in this style too. Let me quickly look it up.
Okay, now I'm just playing with this puzzle. I don't know exactly know what I need to do.
The name of the game is The Talos Principle.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know that game.
And in the thumbnail of that game, he is holding a kitty. Yesterday I discovered if Troy is purring with this microphone, the purring is being picked up. Unlike my headset and my webcam microphone.
Okay.
Now, I will make another quick announcement. You know, our Saturday streams with Tomb Raider and everything. Yesterday I talked about it as well. This week and next week are the two last weeks I'm unavailable on Saturday evenings.
Yeah, so no stream tomorrow evening.
Yeah, and the week after that is open school day, so that's not possible. And I'm quickly gonna check my calendar app here. There are only two for this season or this school year. There are two other dates I'm unavailable to stream, but that will be announced during the week when it actually happens. One Saturday and one Friday.
Neko, remind me where we are in the game. We are past the middle of the game.
Good question. I don't remember either.
Ooh, I did something.
You solved the puzzle.
Oh, really? That's all?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, really?
A rock shelf above had collapsed, dropping one of the ancient machines down to this level.
Meanwhile, I will mute my microphone since otherwise you hear my keyboard clacking.
I don't hear anything, man.
Because I muted.
Hey, Nico.
Okay. We have Nico with us. We still need to do something else here with all this.
Yeah, I think now we need to use all the stones or something strange.
Let me check
I'll wait
something.
here for you, George.
Okay. I don't think we still need this exit now.
Hey, Nico. Operating a panel causes one side of the symbol over there to light up. Each panel corresponds to a different side of the symbol.
What if we operated both at the same time?
It's worth a shot.
Oh,
I see. Very simple puzzle here.
uh,
Never mind, I take that back.
I don't know
Hold
how
on.
to go there again.
Wasn't it something silly with those wand thingies? Like the things poking out of the wall? Hey, what's that there in the middle?
This one?
Oh, a broke one without a crystal. Okay. Hmm.
Let me ask Nico about the crystals also.
Hey, Nico.
Yeah.
No, you can talk only about
Operating
the
a panel causes
panel.
one side of the symbol over there to light up. Each panel corresponds to a different side of the symbol.
What if we operated both at the same time?
It's worth a shot. The machine was far too big and heavy to move by hand.
Hold on a minute. Can you go back to the main room where we did the puzzle from last stream? Somehow I remember us being able to reverse the flow and pull it back. Oh no, not over there. On the points here. The display here.
Operating the device reversed the direction of the energy flow.
Oh, nice.
And now it should pull away the block.
This puzzle looked more complicated than it was.
Exactly.
Okay, Nico. Ready? 3, 2, 1, now!
Animating something at the same time is more complicated than you think. Since you need to time both objects, and in memory, it's a whole damn
We did
thing.
pretty damn good, Nico.
Unbeatable, George.
You know what some game developers do? Secretly make those two models one model with an invisible bridge.
We need to go here.
Today we see Clement in its natural habitat, aka backtracking. For no bloody reason.
I don't need to go here, no? I wasn't paying attention earlier. Because you started saying something and I wasn't paying attention what opened. And where.
It opened in the other room.
Oh,
Down there. How many bloody save slots do we have?
I don't know. I'm not reusing the saves yet. Ooh. Earthquake.
God, this is getting serious.
We're gonna have to move fast, or this whole place will come down.
Man, I love this kind of graphics. I would like... I would play a new game with this kind of graphics.
I can
I
feel the
want to
power, George.
We
I
must
want
be
to say the
close now.
following.
Through there, you think?
Yep.
With Tomb Raider, I remember first
I want you
you
to know,
weren't happy about the mothering
if anything
controls, and then
happens-
you started to love them.
Yes.
At first,
can have my Tintin
you
collection.
thought that Broken Sword 3 wasn't a very
I'm
good
so
game.
touched.
Care to explain your opinion now?
I think I
doesn't work.
explained last
Sure
week
feels good though.
that when
Last stream, but yeah,
last
go
stream
on.
2 weeks ago, that when Broken Sword 3 released, everyone was expecting something like the first two games, and because of that, it was a bit of a disappointment for the fans. But
Yeah, I can totally understand that.
and this was also my opinion back then, and I didn't replay it since then. So that's why now I have the liberty to change my opinion because
Obviously.
looking at it retrospectively, I'm more used with this kind of controls and this kind of games, and I would say that I like it. It's different than the first two, but it's a good game, in my opinion. And more is when I first played the game, I played with the keyboards, and it's not the best way to play this game. Now I'm
I
playing with a
agree there.
controller, and yeah, it was made specifically for controllers. So, but we weren't used to this kind of controls for point-and-click games back then, so that's why I changed my mind.
Now,
and-
as a Zelda fan, I can totally understand that feeling since something Zelda 2.
The panel has a slight recess. See the lightning symbol? The panel needs some sort of key.
What about the guy we found?
Mr. Spiky?
Maybe he came better prepared than us.
Omega Stone? This one? I don't think so. Huh?
No.
Yeah,
way
put a
was I
whole
doing
Nico
that.
Collard in there.
There wasn't a reason to try that.
I remember we got something from that guy, no?
Yeah, but I
That
don't
wasn't
remember
such a good
what it
idea.
was.
Not this time.
Hmm.
So, got any ideas?
What
to
do you
next?
mean with
We
that?
need to get through that door over there, George.
No. You're kidding me.
There must be something around here to help us get inside.
For this
can't
game, I
see
refuse
any
to
way of
put a
opening
walkthrough
this.
next to me.
No, no, no. No walkthrough, man. Not yet.
I'm not doing that.
Okay, so that guy was at the entrance. Don't tell me I need to backtrack there. I'm missing something.
Hmm.
My friend Nico.
I'm trying to remember, but I don't think it was a whole backtracking process.
No,
least I hope
maybe
not.
maybe it wasn't if you took the object. Maybe I forgot to pick it up or something like that. I see that we are able to backtrack, so we are not soft locked. If this is the problem, I mean.
If the solution was that you need to pick up something from the beginning, then this whole backtracking is a punch to the nuts. It's like, hey, you forgot something in the beginning. Now you can go all the way back, motherfucker.
But I can? This is the question. Maybe I can't.
I think you can.
Okay. What? No. I don't think
Very
I
good
can.
question.
I don't think I can backtrack. Okay. I think I should use the other entrance where Nico was, which I just opened earlier.
I think you're quite right about that.
This one. Okay.
Come on, camera, work along, you little piece of shenanigans. Will the traps trap?
Let's see.
Very nice way to combine the words "let's see" and "let's save." Very nice job.
God damn it! That was close.
So we need to shimmy over. No,
What?
don't tell me you need to put a block on the way. Oh fucking hell. Punishing players who haven't paid attention to pick up an object in the
Phew,
beginning is...
That was close.
This is not good game design, guys.
I'm not sure we could get this without doing this backtracking. Man, I'm dead.
How did they go teleport?
I guess the cutscene is from... they are thinking that this happened before when you are with her. I will load because they reset. Ah, no, I cannot load. I have 2 boulders now. Don't tell me everything was reset.
No, but I think you can push the block closer to where you could shimmy. The question
Okay.
is now... Oh no, oh fucking god. Have fun jumping over the blocks every fucking time. Close, but no cigar.
No, not good. Uh-huh.
Oh, this is making my stomach turn. There's a cloth with some kind of emblem on it. Wait! There's something inside it! There was nothing else on the guy.
Okay.
Da 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 da.
I guess we have everything we need now.
Hmm. Shall I double check?
No, no, no.
Vous êtes le chef, monsieur. Thank God this backtrack is not that bloody far.
Not this time. I carefully unwrapped the cloth. It was a scarf embroidered with a coat of arms. Wrapped inside the scarf was a metal plate. It was decorated with a lightning symbol. I think it worked. So, got any ideas what to do next?
We need to get through that door over there, George.
No. You're kidding me.
There must be something around here to help us get inside.
A joke in French is
The plate was
blague.
still warm. Touching it doesn't work. Sure feels good, though.
George, what?
I think it worked. Damn, I wasn't gonna do that. The plate seems to fit, but then it just pops out.
Okay.
The plate was still warm.
The plate has been covered in the scarf for a reason. So if you quickly now use a scarf
Damn. The
before
plate
it pops
seems to
out,
fit, but then it just pops out.
it's just a guess because the plate
plate
was
was still
covered in
warm.
the scarf.
I think it worked. Well, I can't hold the plate and get through the door at the same time. Nico?
Yes, George?
Please be a
Hey,
gentlewoman.
Nico, take this scarf. You can use it to hold the metal plate over that panel.
And what will you do?
I'll go through the door and check it out.
I'll be back in a sec.
There you go, George. Hurry!
It was amazing. Just like the power site back in Paris. There was a column of energy. And there, again, a stone held in its beam. I
Very
wondered if this
interesting.
was also a key like the Omega Stone.
Okay. Alpha and Omega.
But I'm more of a Sigma male. Da-da-da-da-da.
What happened?
It was like Paris, but without the bloodshed.
Yeah?
I got another stone. Guess what? It's got a symbol. An alpha.
So, what now?
Okay. Good question. We need to leave, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Stop right there, Stobart. And you.
Well, Nico, if it isn't your co-star from that little show in Paris.
Still giving us some performance, I see.
Maybe she's stalking you.
Shut up, both of you. And give me the key.
The key? Oh, I'm terrible with keys. You'll have to remind me. Which key was that again?
Don't play games, Stobart. I know you've got it. You stole it from the safe.
Oh, the Key of Solomon.
Why didn't you say?
Give it to me.
We'd love to.
But
We don't actually have the key here with us. We left it back home.
So, you haven't got it.
no.
That is a shame. A big shame.
Yep. Real sorry you've had to come all this way for nothing.
Oh, it's not a wasted journey.
Oh, good.
I was going to kill you anyway.
Come on, George. Let's get out of here.
That was close.
You can say that again. Come on, George. We have to move fast.
What?
Come on, George. Let's get out of here.
Is this a speedrun section?
Okay. I don't know what I missed.
That was close.
You can say that again. Come on, George.
Can you
We have to
move?
fast?
Something you are not fast enough.
Or the the way is wrong. The path, I mean.
Come on, George. Let's get out of here.
Troy, you're being a cute kitty, you know that? Is this the shooting gallery? I
Come on,
think it
George.
is.
Let's get out of here.
That was close.
You can say that again. Come on, George. We have to move fast.
I don't get it, man. I'm missing something. Let's not look in the walkthrough, please.
I am not doing that.
Okay.
Get out of here.
Let's try to solve it together without the walkthrough.
You know what I do with walkthroughs in these kind of games? Scroll down what we have already finished.
So,
Just
you
to
have
know where
any
we are
idea?
with the game.
Any idea? Seems that we are too slow, maybe?
Yeah, I think this needs to be done in one perfect run.
Come on, George. Let's get out of here.
If we dilly-dally in this section, she'd shoot us from there.
That was close.
So as soon as we get control, we need to move towards the cliff, but jump over it,
Come on, George.
because
You gotta move fast.
now, yeah, this is it.
Yeah. I got the impression that I jumped last time, but I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Harry, let's go.
Where to?
Harry, the situation is Harry.
Think.
Just get us out of here.
Anyway, now you're back, George. I'd appreciate a little business advice. I'm thinking of making a career change again. Get out of the taxi like and into something a little more, well, with a...
Now the high
And
score
the look
screen.
on your face when the spike shot out.
See what happens when you leave Andre on his own for 5 minutes?
Nico, I'm sorry,
Andre, what happened?
some guys, they turned the place over.
But why?
They wanted the key of Solomon. We said we didn't have it.
Oh, you poor thing.
Oh, it's just a couple of scratches, Andre. He'll get over it. But where's Bruno?
They took him.
And you let them?
Now listen here, Georges. I passed out.
Chickened out more like.
What's he doing here?
When I came round, he was just here. He's been on the phone ever since.
Who is he anyway?
He's a pig, that's who he is. A cretin. An idiot. A smooth-faced, wooden-headed...
Ah, the cop who locked you up. I have to hand it to him. He must have guts.
And just what does that mean?
So, tell us about the fellas who beat you up, Andre.
One of them was a real gorilla. Flap, I think they called him.
Flap.
Cesaro's men. You've got a nerve.
That is one of the requirements
Guido.
of the job, mademoiselle.
I should kick you out.
If you wish.
2 days you kept me in the cells.
So I'm told.
You mean you didn't know?
I was reassigned to another case.
So, why are you here now?
Mademoiselle Collard's file was stolen from my desk. I thought she might be in danger.
So, whoever did this has a contact in the police.
More than one. You remember the red sports car, mademoiselle? All information regarding it has suddenly become classified.
Cesaro has powerful friends then.
Suzao?
He's, a powerful man.
A recluse.
A cult leader. I wrote an article about him once. He seems to have it in for me.
He certainly has influential contacts. A man answering the description of your Monsieur Ostwald was slipped through customs at the airport just hours ago. Even though he was clearly drugged, officials were told to turn a blind eye.
Where were they headed?
They boarded a flight to Prague.
What on earth would Cesaro be doing in Eastern Europe?
It is clear there is some kind of conspiracy. Not just in my department, but across the whole force. Perhaps the whole country. If Mademoiselle will permit, I would like to offer my assistance. That is very kind of you, Inspector. No, it is not kindness, it is my duty.
Maybe you can check out your databases for Cesaro.
He
Location
sounds
history, stuff
bored.
like that.
Very well. I shall get onto it right away. Why didn't you tell him what's really going on?
And create more suspicion for ourselves? I don't think so.
This way, he thinks he's helping. What now?
What if it's those thugs?
I don't think they'd knock, Andre.
Beatrice!
Bonjour, mademoiselle. I hope you don't mind. I got your address. I need to talk.
Of course. Come in.
Who's this gorgeous creature, Georges?
Who dug her up, you mean?
What?
Oh, nothing. You've never met her?
Never had the pleasure.
Let me introduce you. This is Georges, and this is Andre.
Very pleased to meet you.
Hi.
Andre
George
plus
is
Bernadette.
American.
Check.
Wow! Roswell? Kennedy? The moon landings?
You got it. 3 of our greatest hits.
This is Beatrice. She's Vernon's, she was a friend of Vernon.
Have you any more news? Do you know who?
Climate
Was
moment
killed by
was
a
that?
woman called Petra. She was working for some kind of secret group.
White supremacist, huh?
Worse, megalomaniacs.
They sound scary.
There's just one, really. A man called Cesaro. He controls a group that used to be known as the Neo-Templars.
Vernon used to talk about the Templars. Who were they?
They were founded in the Holy Land over 800 years ago, set up to protect Christian pilgrims from the Muslim armies. They grew in wealth and numbers to the point where even kings came to them for loans. But at the height of their power, they fell foul of the King of France. He rounded them up and turned them over to the Inquisition. The last Grand Master was burned alive in 1314.
But you think
Nobody
they're still out
exacts the
there?
Spanish
Different groups,
Inquisition.
yes.
And they killed my little Snooky.
They did?
We don't know it was the Templars who did this.
They might try and kill us all.
They attacked me. Look, you can see.
You poor man. But you fought them off. You are alive. You must be so brave.
Foolhardy, perhaps.
How about just plain fool?
You're right, Beatrice. We're no longer safe here.
I've moved into Vernon's old flat. You could stay with me.
Sounds like a good plan.
Hold on. We need to do something about Bruno.
How? All we know is that he was taken to Prague.
Then we should find out where in Prague he's been taken.
And just how do we do that?
Remember the office back in the theater?
The one with the trigger-happy goon?
There was obviously stuff in there worth defending.
You think there could be a clue?
Worth a try. I'll go. You shift our gear over to Beatrice's place.
I'll help.
And book us some tickets to Prague.
Why should I do that?
You're the one with the money, George. Before we go anywhere, Beatrice, there's a message on the DVD I think you should see.
Man, as such a theater lover that I am, it always pains me to see a rundown theater.
It would never work. It had been deliberately damaged. The equipment had been trashed. It would never work again.
I know how expensive those rigs are. I get angry. Very angry. Imagine that one goon still laying there. That would be so funny. The one where we dropped the sandbag on. No, this is not a Looney Tunes cartoon. You can't run into that.
Certainly wasn't a scene in Paris. Paris is too clean. I couldn't open the door. It was locked. I couldn't hear anything moving on the other side of the door.
Because there is nothing. There was some silly side door you could enter. And I think it's way down there.
Just another locked door.
Now, game designers, explain to me, why did your door need to be so bloody large? You could fit 4 Nikos into that door.
Here goes.
Okay. Now I
The
need to
support
remember
strat was
how
broken and useless.
that trigger Happy Goon.
I couldn't open the door. Without the right card, there was nothing I could do.
Let's be fair. The door here looks very Looney Tune-esque. Don't you think?
Vernon claimed the diagram had some importance. I couldn't open the door, not without C4 or the security card.
I would save at this moment. If only there was an easy way to get down that list instead of having to scroll down all the way. Hold up, you are allowed to open it right now? Like that?
The briefcase was full of papers. Somebody had been making a quick getaway. What could be so terrifying it had made them just run away? And who was the figure in the cloak? I
Huh?
rifled through the briefcase, but there were just papers to do with the theater. Nothing pointed to Cesaro's dealings in Prague.
And next to it? Or is that just ripped paper? We can't select that.
It's no use struggling. It just makes it worse.
Take that!
Not again!
This should keep you out of my way. Good job I had the scarf on me. Now, where was I before I was so rudely interrupted?
Congratulations, Clement gets the award Quick Thinking.
It was some kind of security report for a private residence. Unfortunately, the report didn't include the address. Prague was certainly mentioned, but the actual location could have been anywhere. Tucked into the last pages was a photograph of a large castle. There was a dragon symbol on the back. There couldn't be too many castles like this in Prague. I had found enough to track down Cesaro.
Some reason I remember this
Is
puzzle
this
a
the
bit
place?
differently,
Even
but whatever.
spookier than the photo.
Sends a shiver up my spine.
Sure that's not your vampire slaying genes kicking in?
Sorry, George. You're out of luck.
I hope Bruno's still in there. Now I'm really pissed.
Look on the bright side. We don't have to worry about car chases anymore.
Am I going to make it or am I not going to make it? The joke of Indiana Jones and Elsa going to the castle to save his father. Ladies and gentlemen, we say climate in its natural habitat. Speaking while
sorry.
muted.
Is the castle from Emperor's Tomb.
Yeah, it is. There is a silly little Easter egg in here.
Stuck on the top of the pillars was a pair of stone statues. Nice
A bit later.
graphics.
We're not on a sculpture tour, George.
Just getting to grips with local culture.
Cobalt France is asking, do we finish it tonight? Depends on our energy levels.
Hello, man. Welcome. I have no idea, to be honest. I don't know where in the story we are.
They were locked, all right.
George, anyone who buys gates like these keeps them locked, okay?
Hey, I don't see you trying to get us
A
inside.
little bit over the middle.
There was a small button to press. I was looking forward to meeting the butler.
Yeah, and you need to say you're Mickey Mouse and looking for the tapestries and such.
This guy was no butler.
What do you want?
Hi, nice evening.
Clear off.
I was hoping you could help me. My car.
Tough.
But
This is private property. Get lost.
well, his interpersonal skill set needs a little work.
George, did you seriously expect him to open the gate for you?
Well, I certainly expected better.
You're
manners.
not Indiana Jones.
Nico,
Yes?
any ideas on how to get inside?
If you were clever, you'd have brought plans of the place.
Oh, I would I?
Of course, I realize that's not your style.
Obviously not yours either.
No, I prefer the challenge of winging it.
My feelings exactly. Besides, there's usually
Oh,
a solution
Cobalt
at hand.
is on a small city break and walking too many kilometers per day. Man, I remember when I went on a London trip, and I hope you have your right shoes with you, Cobalt, since otherwise your ankles are going to kill you.
We have a Trabant.
Shame we can't fix it.
Let's face it, George, it wasn't exactly getaway material. I'm worried they might have already killed Bruno.
Well, let's hope he didn't tell him too much.
You're all heart, George.
This castle looks really old.
Medieval, George.
Yeah, that too. By the way,
What's the
have
difference?
you and Labano,
Have we what?
have you been doing that stuff?
What stuff?
Boy-girl stuff?
Oh, that stuff.
Yeah, that stuff.
Boy-girl stuff.
That's what I said.
Listen, George. Andre is a good friend.
Yeah? So it's just a coincidence he's around again?
He's an expert in ancient manuscripts. Who else was I going to call?
Oh, what's wrong with the very old, very ugly experts you see all over the place?
Somebody is not confident in himself.
What do you have in mind, George?
See if you can get the guard to open the gate.
Now, in here comes an Easter egg. If you want to trigger it, but it's
Yes.
silly.
Yes, yes, I want.
It's silly beyond belief.
What do you want? Oh.
Bonjour, chérie. I have a tiny problem with my car. Could you help me with it?
Oh, I could help you with it, all right.
You are so kind.
You're French, aren't you?
Ah,
Hey,
sorry. I was too...
Where are you going? Clear off!
Fuck.
The idea is that you let this play out for like a long bloody time.
Yeah, I got it. But tell me something. You told me something about an Easter egg. How do I?
Yeah. The idea is you let this whole thing play out for a very long time. They will start kissing.
Ah, really? Okay.
Nico?
Let's do this.
Yes?
Ah. She doesn't want to. Again. I need to do by myself this again to trigger it again.
Most likely.
Go away.
I am drunk. Cobalt,
Nico?
Yes?
Can you
the
try to distract them again?
George isn't civilized. He's American. And if you don't get that was a joke, shame on you.
And now we wait, no?
So,
Look,
what did
I
you do
already
today,
told
Clement?
you I can't help you.
Oh, but it's so lonely out here.
I did some
Just
work.
talk to me
I
for
did
a
some
little
coding.
while.
All right. But
And the
only
Oh.
for a
code,
minute or two.
my coding was recognized as
What's your
as a
name,
virus
chef?
because
But
I accidentally
Hélène.
downloaded the
that's a
same
pretty
thing
name.
twice
So's Boris.
Do you think so?
Oh, yes.
into the
Very
system folder.
Sexy.
Really?
Boris. Boris. Je t'adore, Boris. Oh,
I was hoping that George had the sense to take advantage of my performance.
you must be very important guarding a place like this.
Yeah. Well,
So, are you thirsty,
castle
Clement?
needs
I'm
a
keeping you
big
talking
guy
because
to guard.
we still need to wait and this
Oh,
becomes really funny.
And you are a big guy, Boris.
Of course, I don't ask what goes on inside.
Hydrate
Just the
alarm.
job.
That's right. Best not to know. Look, I gotta go and check in.
Okay. Bye-bye, big boy. Come back and see me.
What?
No, you need to repeat this a few times.
Really?
Yes.
Too bad we don't get any achievements. It's too old.
They still can program them in since the new Blood game has achievements. Well, the remake of Blood.
You mean the remaster? No.
Remaster, remake,
Get lost.
final edition, director's cut. What's the difference?
Yeah, but I don't play this from Steam. Anyway,
Nico?
Yes?
I have the
Can you try to
DVD
distract
from
them
the
again?
Romanian Gaming Magazine. I told you. In our
We
first
know.
stream.
Now, I don't remember if you need to combine her with the lipstick or not.
Look,
Oh
Hélène,
man, really?
I can't keep coming out to talk to you.
Just talk a little longer, please, Boris.
Okay.
But at some moment, they will start kissing.
Do live in Prague.
When I'm not on duty.
Oh, let's go there. Together. You and I. We could see the sights. Have dinner. Go dance.
City break.
Walk hand in hand in the shimmering moonlight.
Yeah, speaking of a city break,
That's unlikely to
I
happen.
might come into a trip to Romania.
It's quite cloudy at night,
Maybe
but
not this year because
What about
of
your
tight
boyfriend?
money situation, but
Useless.
next year
I'm going
maybe.
to dump him anyway.
Right.
And we discussed this already after
Trouble
stream.
is, I don't think my wife would be too happy me taking a woman to Prague.
Does she need to know?
Ha! Everybody talks about you French women and your progressive ways.
Funny. Nobody ever talked about our progressive music.
That's because it was crap. Everyone knows that.
What? French music is too French. As in, it's always dubbed in French. Oh, the lipstick is in her inventory, so we can't use it.
Nico?
Fuck me.
Yes?
Can you try to distract them again?
This is the last time, George. You'd better get inside this time.
They are going to kiss and fuck, kiss and fuck, kiss and fuck.
Look, miss, this is...
Ladies and
I'd gotten over
gentlemen,
the first hurdle, but there were
the
more
silly
guards
little
inside,
Easter egg.
and some of them had dogs too.
So, how do you feel about yourself now, Clement? Cobalt, I knew because I triggered it by accident. I didn't know the idea was that you need to slip past the guard, and I kept doing it until Sophia was like, fuck it. You know what Cobalt, his reaction was to the Easter egg? That surely broke George's swords.
Hey, you!
D. Hasta la vis. Oh, sorry, wrong game.
I tried the doors, but they were locked.
That was bloody close, mate. So close I'm gonna whisper. Because this is getting very tense. And maybe if I speak too loudly, George will be discovered. And I think this is a jumping puzzle. Can't you move the smaller, bigger box? The two-sized one? No. Huh. So I'm really wondering, is everybody enjoying the new microphone quality and everything? And everybody enjoying the stream? I still have chat on my second monitor, so I can see when you say something. And I love interacting with you guys, so go right ahead. Hmm. Yeah, I think the idea would be to get that box over there, but how shall we do that? That's great to hear, Cobalt, that the mic and the stream are going great. Damn it. I made myself play in my head, let me entertain you. I did this to myself. Now, is it me, or do the grunts of George kinda sound similar to Indy's grunts? Ladies and gentlemen, Clement is not learning to unmute.
I don't know how to comment on this.
Maybe I'm too much of a game critic and listening to all these things.
Oops. Let's make a save.
Yes, indeed, Cobalt. That's some serious upper strength, buddy.
I could see more
That-
guards in the foyer. The building
There
looked really
were
classy
some
inside.
rough textures there.
There was no way to open the window. There was no way to open the window.
What? I thought you went for a shimmy there. Apparently, I is wrong. And I have English.
Oops.
Hey, you!
Ah,
You just said, fuck. Which Boris and Nico are most likely doing at the moment. I'm sorry, was that too easy of a joke to make?
Hey, you!
How does one get past that guard? I find it very funny how guards in this place invest in guns, in guard dogs, in various men, even in a spotlight. But flashlights, nah, that doesn't exist. Halt! Eine Verletzer! That's what you were saying, Cobalt.
Hey, you!
Hmm.
Okay. We need to do something else, I guess.
Good point.
I don't think I can go further. Here, huh?
But where else should you go? Yeah, it's a reference to a different game. Cobalt, I know. The first game in my mind is Wolfenstein.
Even in Uncharted 3, but that was later. No, Uncharted 2. You have a castle in one of the first levels.
No. Cobalt means the quote he said. Halt!
Ah,
Eine Verletzer. That sounds like something they would put in Wolfenstein to me. Now, Cobalt, indulge me in one thing. Is it a quote from the German dub, or is it a general quote from the game?
no, not here.
General quote. Now the fact that Kobold is saying 100 points for either me or Clamat guessing it, and I'm gonna cheat in a very unique way here. What was your favorite game again, Clamat?
Gabriel Knight.
What? No, the one I haven't played, but I have played a very similar one.
I don't know, but Gabriel Knight 3 is my favorite game.
I was talking about Desperados.
Oh, you mean Commandos?
I am just thinking because Kobold is very sure that you know it. And I'm like, what games have you played a lot and we talked about on stream? So our chat will reference.
Could be, but I didn't
I'm
play
taking
since
I'm taking
98,
stabs in the
99.
dark here.
Sounds like
Oh,
it.
God damn it, I'm right. Cobalt, it was a shot in the dark here. It was
Not
just
really
me.
dark. You had a bit of light, to be honest. Now.
What?
It wasn't completely in the dark. I mean,
It was me trying to guess it from context clues. But for real, it's a quote you would expect from, like, an Indiana Jones game when he's fighting Nazis, or a Wolfenstein game, or any game where you fight the Germans, like Call of Duty 2, to say something stupid.
or Medal of Honor.
Yeah. All brothers in arms.
Okay. I cannot move this on here.
The question is, what are we trying to achieve? We are trying to achieve that. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we call this
Be quiet!
Deku
You
Palace
shut up.
Broken Sword Edition. Good shout. We just did. Cobalt.
Will you shut up?
Now, let's be honest, the gunshot sounds don't really sound like gunshot sounds here. I wonder what they used to achieve that sound effect. To me, it sounds like airsoft guns. No, I know what it is. A nail gun. Those guns sounds like a nail gun. You hear it now too? It's a bloody nail gun.
I'm sure it's a stupid thing that they use for this sound effect, which is not a gun.
And it's either a nail gun or popping bubble wrap page top.
Okay, that's not the solution.
Yeah, as a hobbyist game critic, those are the kind of things you pay
Amazing.
attention
The
to.
dog was even uglier than the guard. I sure was glad we had a fence between us. The fence looked pretty strong.
Now, my dude, why the fuck did you just reload?
I was killed many times.
So Cobalt has never used a nail gun, or you haven't done your nails either. That means I haven't done them either, because I don't give a fucking care. Hmm.
I don't get it.
I get the intention of this puzzle, but I don't know how to do it.
I mean, we need to use the dog to get his attention, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know how.
How did we get the dog to bark earlier?
What are you doing near my dog?
Meine Hunde! Of mijn hond! In Dutch. I don't know it in Romanian.
The fence looked pretty strong. Amazingly, the dog was even uglier than the guard. I
But
sure
if
was glad we
Romanian has anything like French, it sounds like chien. The Romanian word for dog.
Câine.
And how do you write that?
CA. I mean, it's not A, it's It's a special Romanian character with an apostrophe on the A.
I see it. Cobalt just writing in
I-N-E.
chat. Man, I need to hold myself when I read Romanian texts on the Discord to read it in French. I don't know why I want to do that. But he said Kane. So C A with the little hat on INE. And I want to pronounce it as Kane. Which is most likely not completely correct, but...
Hey, what kept you?
Oh, just chatting to Boris about old girlfriends.
See the helicopter?
Yep, Cesaro's favorite airline.
George, you need to find a remote. That's how the gates work, I think.
I'm sorry, but when I heard her say remote, I was like, it's not a remote helicopter. What? Yeah, it's hard to write things phonetically. I know that. My sister studied German languages in uni, and she tells me writing phonetically is hell
The release
online.
handle was missing. The car jack was one of the heavy-duty types. It was a remote with a single button on it.
But like last stream when I said I wanted to
It was a
learn
small device with a button.
some
Maybe just
Romanian,
the thing I was looking for.
maybe I have been training myself to get used to the language by
Looks like
watching some
somebody had started to
Romanian
repair the Jeep
clips
and got bored.
or some Romanian videos by a great YouTuber.
There was nothing in the glove compartment.
And please don't be so humble. You make great content.
There was nothing in the glove compartment. There was nothing in the glove compartment.
Now, what you're typing there, Cobalt, it kind of sounds phonetically like a Dutch word, the Dutch word for rabbit, which
They must
is
have known I was
ko
coming.
nan.
All locked.
Man, I found the remote, but I don't know how to get it.
There was nothing in the glove compartment.
And where was the remote? I was distracted by chat for a
Or I
moment.
got it. Oh, I got it, man.
It was a remote with a single button on it. Either it would open the iron gates, or they only had one TV channel over here.
No, only in Romania we got only one TV channel in the 80s.
In Belgium, we also got one in the 80s.
Really? Only one?
Hold on.
No, I don't believe you. Because we had
early TV was one channel.
we had two channels in the early 80s, but they closed one to make economy. And I'm not joking.
I'm gonna...
It was a remote with a single button on it. Either it would open
I
the iron
totally
gates,
forgot
or they only had
clearing
one
that
TV channel.
message, Cobalt. Thank you for the shout. But when I went to to say is I'm gonna correct myself and say instead of in the 80s, the late 70s and early 80s, the other channels. Well, there were other channels, but they were like, you know, when there is one very popular channel that de facto everything goes through there and everybody watches that channel,
The gates
and
wouldn't
the
open
other
at once.
channels have like viewership numbers of like 1%.
Shazam!
Wonderful, George.
It was like that.
Guards.
So
Let's hide.
technically there were more channels than one, but there was one channel everybody watched.
As I told you, we also had 2 channels in the early 80s, but Ceausescu decided to pay the entire our datori. How do you say it in English? We had to pay back the money. We
Yeah, I
loaned
know
it.
what you mean.
I don't have the word for it now.
I know the word in Dutch. That's the fucking issue here.
He decided to pay back all the money loaned from the International Monetary Fund. And
The subsidies.
probably. And he did a lot of cuts.
National debt is
National debt,
compensated?
yeah, national debt.
Yeah.
And we, as a matter of fact, at the revolution in 89, we were without any national debt. We had
That's amazing.
yeah, you can check this. We had 2 billion on plus.
Belgium has a national debt in the not anymore in the billions, close to 1 billion.
That's not too much. We have close to 200, more than 200 billions now, I guess.
Now I'm looking to the page of Belgium television history, and I knew it was old, but I kind of sorta had some dates wrong in my head. Take a wild guess when the first television broadcast happened in Belgium.
I don't know. In Romania was 57, 58, something like that.
1931.
Oh.
The button opened the gate, but it closed again when I let go. Hey, Nico. See any more guards you fancy?
You owe me big time for that one, George. My mouth tastes of cabbage.
So what's new?
Hey, watch it.
Oh, Boris. Boris.
Next time, you kiss Boris, okay?
Hey, Nico. Will you press that button?
What is it with you and buttons, George?
Just keep your finger on it.
He is pressing yours.
Now, which one's the lucky one? I needed all the luck I could get. There was a metal handle jammed into the doors. I thought I'd take the handle. I was improvising every step of the way.
It's crazy how since the 1900s so many things changed. Since what Cobalt is saying here in chat is also very interesting. That in 1931 there were still women in Europe that didn't have the right to vote. It's scary that that is now close to 90 years ago. how much changed in the past 100 years is insane. From television to
No
even the
sounds came from
internet.
behind the door.
But I'm not gonna go on a whole rant about that since my history is a bit behind on that. But
I thought about it, but decided not to do it. Hey, Nico.
now I'm gonna
see any
mention
more guards
something
you fancy?
else.
You owe me big time for that one, George. My mouth tastes of cabbage.
So what's new?
What
Hey,
did
watch
George
it.
mention when
Oh,
he picked up that
Boris,
piece of
Boris.
coal?
Next time, you kiss Boris, okay?
He's the lucky one.
Remember Broken Sword 2. With his lucky piece of coal, he slingshotted into the rainwoods. But he slingshotted the marker down. Remember that whole fiasco?
I'm forgetting a lot of things, it seems.
Oh boy.
Uh,
The Jeep descended to the ground. Hey, Nico. See any more guards you fancy?
You owe me big time for that one, George. My mouth tastes of cabbage.
So what's new?
Hey, watch it.
Oh, Boris. Boris.
Next time, you kiss Boris, okay?
How many times are you being allowed to repeat that message?
I let the handbrake off.
Now we need to find our good friend.
Oops. There goes my no claims bonus.
So where you took away the handle, you couldn't go inside?
no.
Huh. Interesting.
Uh,
And round we go.
After you, Nico.
This is definitely not a case of ladies first.
Oh, you want me to test it out?
Well, obviously. George?
Whoa! Nico, watch out below! Jeez, only just made it. You were right!
Of course! I'm not stupid!
You're gonna have to find another way in if you can.
Okay, George. I thought the bracket might come in handy.
Oh, it will. And we can't jump down?
down there, it seems no. But we don't. Can't.
Interesting.
Only here.
Now, chat, take a wild guess. how many guards will Nico have to persuade? Or will be
The
or
doors
she
were
will be
locked.
shot right away?
The doors were very heavy.
Was it some lag on Discord or in the game?
That wasn't appropriate.
It wasn't in the game, not for me.
That
Then
wasn't a
in
good
Discord some frames dropped.
idea. That wasn't the right thing to do.
Cobalt's friend says, if she kisses one more, this will become Broken Heart 3. Or Kingdom Hearts 3, but that's too easy to make a joke.
What do we have here?
You're dead. Game over. Try again.
I thought the bracket might come in handy.
I'm gonna mute for a moment since I drank a bit too fast and I'm hiccuping like crazy. Like Cobalt said, no womanly charms for that guy, and I'm not gonna make any jokes since the jokes I want to make and I have in my head have a whole community behind it that's very easily offended.
Man, it's dark here.
But Darky is not in chat. Ta-da-ta-da-ta. And now he suddenly appears.
Okay.
You know, Cobalt, sometimes when we stream, we need to hold ourselves to make the easy jokes. But the one you make is easy and is a good one. Yes, you could say she was alone in the dark.
Ah!
God jump scare. I am having a hard time remembering this section.
I'm not sure I'm on the good track. The right track.
Hmm. Now, obviously, we need to find a spot to use that drain pipe bracket somewhere. Can we investigate the drain pipe bracket? Maybe she says something that's
It was the
interesting.
bracket from the drain pipe.
Or she's being Captain Obvious.
Yeah.
You
Ooh.
know, let's use it everywhere, since it's a new hot item in town.
There was a small gap in the window, but it wouldn't open.
Let me guess, we use a drain pipe bracket.
It was awkward, but I managed to get the bracket into the gap and force the window open.
Solved by point-and-click game logic.
Here goes.
Now, this is what I love in hidden object games, where you need to find all the hidden objects in a scene. Items which are not needing to be used anymore are removed from
A
your
dented and rusted
inventory.
suit of armor. There was no way I could walk around in that. The armor was old and rusty. I didn't want to touch it in case it made a noise.
Thank
It
God
was
you
a
don't think
large
out
barrel,
loud.
probably for storing ale or wine. They certainly got through a lot of drink here.
Okay, now I want to say something. Those textures on
faucet
the
was too
window.
stiff to
What do
move.
you?
I
What do
couldn't
you want
budge
to
it.
say, Cobalt?
I
Nico?
turned the faucet, but nothing happened. The barrel was empty.
Okay, I want to talk about that. The cliche of women liking wine is very real. You know, I am a part of a theater group, and sometimes I do the bar. And the
Nothing but silence
amount of
behind the door.
times that women didn't order beer, but ordered any type of wine,
So,
it's
Miss Petra,
insane.
they say she's a bit of a one.
Oh, yes. Takes pleasure in killing. Regards it as an art form.
Nasty.
One poor guy she tortured took him a week to die.
How'd she do that then?
They called it the doner kebab.
Oh, you don't mean...
That's right. Everything just the same. Apart from the salad, of course.
And the pita bread?
Obviously.
What's she look like then?
Short blonde hair. That's all I know. I never got closer.
Don't blame you. She might get ideas.
Too right.
Chicken nuggets, for example.
Hot dog and beans.
Ouch!
Guys,
shown I
stop!
was done
I'm
for.
getting
I had
hungry.
to find a way to walk around without attracting attention. But for now, I had to play the quiet mouse.
I'll put on the blonde wig. Is the blonde wig still in our inventory? Why is it gone? It would make for a funny, silly scene.
We were talking about food anyway.
I'm hungry. And it's 11 p.m. here in Belgium. So every restaurant, like a McDonald's and everything, is about to close for the day.
Did you hear something?
Not sure. Was it from upstairs?
Sounded like it.
You take the side stairs and I'll go up here. If there's anyone there, we'll have them trapped.
I had to hide or get caught.
Did you see anything up the side stairs?
Yet nothing.
Stay alert anyway. This place gives me the creeps.
It's a raid, guys. It's a raid. Oh, sorry, wrong game. Phasmophobia. Now,
I couldn't
Cobalt,
open the
what
door.
you mentioned in chat, um, yeah, there are some rough textures in this section of the game.
The door was shut fast and wouldn't open. I couldn't open the door. It was locked.
Speaking about
I
rough
couldn't open the door.
effects,
It was locked.
you clearly see it's just flickering lights here on the candles. But
I
yeah,
couldn't open the door.
I know we are talking shit or giving our opinion on a game that's how old again?
It's 23 years old, and I think this effect looks much better on a CRT. That's my guess.
If only we could see the CRT effect on stream. But it would ruin the 4K. Imagining a CRT outputting in 4K, somebody would go mad about for that. And your wallet will cry, Clement.
The case was filled with clothes. Lying on the top was a small hairdryer.
I think I know where this is going.
The case was filled with clothes.
I can't
Lying on
get
the
it.
top was a small hairdryer.
Ah, I can.
I picked up the hairdryer.
The castle gives some Resident Evil 1 vibes, yeah.
The case was empty. Apart from a
No.
wig. Surprise, surprise.
Mhm.
Inside the case was a brown wig. Petrus certainly liked to dress up. I picked up the wig. At the very least, it would stop her from using it again to impersonate me.
Now, where is that blonde wig? Oh yeah, it was taken by the officer.
It was an ornate hand basin. The fixtures and fittings were very old. The hand basin had hot and cold running water. Cold running water anyway.
Don't tell me we need to wash off the brown from the wig or something
Hmm.
and then dry it. Oh god damn it.
The wig was sitting in the hand basin. It looked like a dead animal. I wondered whether this was really likely to work. I picked the wig up again while I thought about what I should do.
Maybe we need to first fill the basin.
How? Because I cannot select
Huh.
anything
Add,
else.
Cobalt is saying add the whole bleacher. Maybe just bleach is enough, but do we have bleach?
The wig didn't need drying when it wasn't wet.
That's strange.
The wig was sitting in the hand basin.
Oh, okay. How do I open the support?
I think it's something we need to use bleach or something first and find it. Now, I wonder to guess that
The dresser was locked. Even
Petra
from
is
the heat, the lock was sturdy.
Petra is a serial killer or somebody who likes killing. Why wouldn't why wouldn't it surprise me that there is maybe a hidden compartment in that wig cabinet?
That's interesting. The case looked a lot smaller on the inside. The base sounded hollow. I guess there was a hidden compartment inside. All I had to do was find a way of opening it.
Put a pencil in it.
I felt around the
If it's
material,
going to
trying
really for the
access hidden
cliches,
compartment.
then it's a
Aha!
pencil.
Tucked into one corner was a tiny button. Damn! My fingers were too large to press the button.
This will be on TV tropes for the cliches.
Oh my god! I doubted she used the knives to open letters. A sharpening stone. A must for every assassin. I picked up the sharpening
Have a great
stone.
night, Cobalt. Have a great
Good night, man. Good night.
Good night.
Okay.
No way was I doing that.
What else?
The weapons were all locked in place. Inside was a serious selection of knives and other weapons.
Any idea?
The stone was well used. Petra clearly took great pride in keeping her knives sharp.
Now, if they are really going for cliches here,
Apart from a range of tacky clothes, there was nothing left in the case.
can we try the squeaking floorboard again?
You mean outside?
No, the ones where we first almost get caught.
I mean outside the door.
Yeah.
The room.
I'm just applying extreme logic here. For fuck's sake.
What are you trying to do?
This is a new angle to explore, so let's explore here. This looks like the entrance. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Now we can go into this back door. Or is there a room on the left?
The door was shut fast and wouldn't open.
No, it was shut slow. Sorry, too easy to make of a joke.
A chef was cutting vegetables at a chopping board. He was struggling and didn't look too happy.
I think this part was a bit rushed. I don't know why I can tell that. The carrot didn't get sliced.
The chef was giving those vegetables hell.
No,
Hi there.
neither
Do
you or
have a
I
moment?
do remember this
A
part.
moment. Well now, let me think. I've 50 dinners to cook for 50 fat guzzling gods, with pudding I might add, plus one vegan speciality de la maison for Madame Petra, plus one macrobiotic for Senor Sensitive Skin Susaro. I've got no assistants, I've got a kitchen out of the Stone Age, and she asks, do I have a moment? No, woman, I do not have a flaming moment! Just get out of my kitchen!
The answer's no, then.
Yes, the answer's no! Who the hell are you anyway?
Susan.
Susan? What kind of a pathetic girly name is that?
It's a name for a girl.
Well, change it. I don't like it.
Excuse me.
Oh, the
but could you
times have
make use of
changed
this?
now. That's very
A
possible.
grindstone. Finally, somebody in this godforsaken kitchen is using a bit of initiative. Don't suppose you fancy a job as kitchen assistant? The money's crap, the hours stink, conditions are worse, but it'll make a man out of you.
No thanks.
Young people today don't know which side their bread's buttered.
Just one more question. How did you end up here?
Give 70 people food poisoning just once, and you pay for it for the rest of your life.
I must remember not to eat anything while I'm here.
Little details.
Suddenly, I didn't have much of an appetite. The vegetables had been badly sliced. What was this guy using? A hammer and chisel? Presentation was obviously not his strong point. Now that the chef wasn't watching, I could reach the bleach.
Why is this section so predictable?
Freezer. Inside, I could see frozen hams and chickens all stacked up on the shelves. There was enough to feed an army. Cesaro's
And letting me slide off my chair wasn't a good idea, since now it's very difficult to get up. Send help. Clement, where do you store your bleach? In your pantry or in your bloody kitchen?
Not in the kitchen, of course.
Mm-hmm. Especially when the cook was talking about food poisoning. Did he add bleach to the food for taste? The unanswered questions of Broken Sword 3.
I hoped it would bleach the wig blonde. The bleach was strong. The wig's color disappeared almost instantly. The hairdryer was perfect. I fancied one of them for myself. Voila! Perfectly dry now. Showtime. The hand basin had hot and cold running water.
Let's save. Since we are going to expect a moment where Petra meets Petra, if you get where I'm going at. Since this section has been one cliche after another.
Hey, who's there?
Uh-oh.
Close enough. All right.
Either the door was stuck, or it was just locked.
Now I think we come to some platforming. It's too dark to see, that's why you are almost watching inside the lens of your camera like. No, I think the box was on the. Was it? Is it? Oh. Oh. Clement is making going me eat my words. Num num. Hungry.
Locked. Maybe from the other side? Locked. Maybe from the other side?
Very good question. Oh, you can.
There's
Don't
only
tell
so much you
me.
can do with a gargoyle, so I decided to leave it alone.
Something, something. The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
It was a beautifully carved gargoyle. It stared at me with its beady little eyes.
Okay. Let's go exploring here.
The gargoyle was damaged by years of rain and wind. It looked as if it would fall off with just a gentle push. I'm all for conservation, but needs must if the devil drives.
Now explain me, how didn't that alert any guards here? Or am I too detail heavy? You know what? That made me so angry I need a bathroom break for a minute.
Okay, I wanted to say that this music is exactly like a section in Gabriel Knight 3.
I'm shimmying like a mad.
There's only so much you can do with a gargoyle, so I decided to leave it alone. The window was open. They obviously didn't think they needed tight security up here. But no one is safe from George the Cat Stobart. The door had no remarkable features. No sounds came from behind the door.
Now I think they need to rename this game into Broken Sword. Moving blocks. So does the music still sound Gabriel Knighty?
Not here. But that section was really alike.
Interesting.
It was an old drain pipe, rusted and bent. An offshoot pipe had been blocked by an old tin cup. The old drain pipe ran up the wall, but looked like it was broken. Just as well, the pipe was wet and slimy.
What did we just pick up? Little tin cup, huh? Now, if I'm being honest here, this music sounds broken swords,
The old
but
drain
you
pipe ran up
wouldn't
the wall,
associate with what's currently going on. It sounds a bit too epic for that.
Either the door was stuck, or it was just locked. There was an old iron grate set into the floor. Below it was a pit with a window that led into the castle. There was a chance that I could have got through there if I lifted the grate. The grate only opened a little way. The hinges were badly rusted. There had to be a way to free those hinges. I had no reason to try that. That wasn't such a good idea. The cup wouldn't help free the hinges. No way was I doing that.
And the underwear, for some weird reason.
Now that wasn't quite right.
Okay. So the idea is we need to enter that grate. Well, I assume we need to enter that grade.
Yeah, he told us what we need.
The old drain pipe ran up the wall, but looked like it was broken. Not this time.
And we can't use the cup to get water from it or something? Yeah, water and metal rusts.
I thought about it, but decided not to do it.
Would be insane if the remote control worked.
Not this time. Nope, that wouldn't work here. The old drain pipe ran up the wall, but looked like it was broken.
I have no idea.
I'm thinking as well.
I think we still need something to find.
Yeah, maybe. Let's go all the way back and let's see if we haven't missed any silly spots.
The lamp had an old knob that I guessed was for turning it on. Ugh. Yuck. At least the knob worked. I collected a small amount of oil in the old cup. The oil dripping onto the floor was a fire hazard.
Yeah, I think you just got what we needed.
Yeah.
Broken sword and the darkness of game design.
I hoped the oil would free the hinges. I could almost hear the hinges sighing with relief. Here goes. A book title sprang to mind. 1,001 Uses for Lamp Oil.
It would surprise me if
Madame
you
Petra,
find
who didn't hear you
1001.
arrive?
Obviously.
And did you have a pleasant journey?
No. Now get back to your jobs. Both of you.
Our apologies, Mum.
Security is too lax around here.
Yes, Mom. Your belongings have been taken up to your apartment.
Good.
Miserable bitch.
Okay. I will propose to wrap up the stream.
Oh, okay. Fine by me. You are getting too tired.
Yes. Let's see. We'll save.
I think the next stream will be the final Broken Sword 3 stream then.
Should be, yes. Save
Well,
here.
depends, since I won't be able to stream full long next week Friday.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway. I still like it.
Same here.
I'm really curious what the next one will bring us in terms of impressions after
I'm
so
gonna
many
be
years.
I'm
It
gonna
will be
be
a
honest.
mess.
I think it's we are judging Broken Sword 4 harder than it actually is.
Yeah, I'm curious. That's why I'm saying that. We'll see.
Yeah. And sometimes pleasant surprises can come from any direction.
Well, next week we have a midweek stream with another code. We are in a point and clicky period, it seems.
Mhm.
No stream tomorrow, and the next Friday we'll continue Broken Sword 3, and also no
Possibly
stream.
finishing it.
Yeah,
On
and
Saturday.
also no stream next Saturday.
Yeah, and the Saturday after that is let me quickly get my calendar. The 23rd. Let me double check here in my calendar. So the 23rd is possible. So, but then the 30th is one of those 2 days I won't be able to stream.
Okay.
And then every week after that is on Saturday. So
Yeah. On Saturday we have the Tomb Raider streams, and I guess we'll have them for a while because they are big games.
True. And I have another few games already on proposal to cut off some point and click, so it's not too what's the word I'm looking for in English, to monotone of genres we stream. I mean, after the Broken Sword series.
I don't know. I would like to keep at least one stream point and clicky.
Yeah,
stream a week.
but 2 out of the 3.
Yeah, now it's a special situation, let's say. Usually we have only one point and click game.
In the past, we had a horror point and click and action game.
Anyway, this year we'll have a lot of Broken Sword streams. In this,
I wonder why.
I mean, immediately after we'll finish the 5th one, I think we'll already have the remake, the Reforged. By the way, you know that it's a collector's edition available, a boxed one, on Kickstarter for the Reforged version.
Oh! I thought did the Kickstarter succeed?
It succeed in the very few hours, but it's still ongoing.
No surprise there.
For a few days. I mean, if you want a big box Broken Sword, you need to be quick about it.
I don't do Kickstarter backing since that needs a credit card, and I refuse to sign up for a credit card. That's a personal thing.
You don't have a credit card?
Nope.
Really?
And I don't want one. Nope.
Okay. I have credit cards with only one use.
Still, no credit card. Nope.
Okay, man. Then
it's a personal thing. So it's nothing against Kickstarter. It's really me hating credit cards and the whole system behind it.
So, weekend. Have a great weekend, everyone, and we'll talk with you.
Enjoy
on Thursday, I guess. No.
Or on Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll announce it on Discord and YouTube. Good night, everyone.
And also, we will announce the special thing I teased in the beginning of the stream.
Yeah.
If you missed it, check our Discord too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Look, I'm cutting off